And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
On second and 12, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check back 47. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 26. Check 26. Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, McKinley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check it back. Switch.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. McKinley. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying
an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Now.
From the gun, McKinley. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Gordon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
60 outlaw. Go. Check.
Off the play fake. McKinley. He finds Hillman. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. So we got man.
Newton now to throw. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Look at me, zipper!
To throw on 2nd down, McKinley. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go.
50-second. In your face.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike's 57.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Big ass. He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it. Say.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 43. Kill.
Leo. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
58, come on. It's been a long day for you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Hard. Check. Kill. Smooth. Shoot.
Off play action. McKinley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run here with Mack. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the gun. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Rip left, rip left. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Newton. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack. Great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, McKinley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. The intended receiver there, Allen. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
57's the mic.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 49.
Hey, Orbit.
Operating from the gun, McKinley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
At
up.
their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Newton. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, it's Mack, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Staying on the ground with Mack. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, McKinley. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, McKinley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm going to run you 20. 36. Great. Express.
Back two, the Mike back two, Mike back two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Ready. Gun. Express. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go right back to Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
What's that?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. Going deep here for Allen. And now here's another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Leo.
Switch gears.
Bravo. Shoot.
Throwing again. McKinley. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 52. Check.
Hard. Hard. Hey, ready?
On 4th down, McKinley. And it is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Set. What ain't it?
Check back 47.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Great.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
47.
Express!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You're out.
Check your hot read.
5.
Back to throw. McKinley sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check. Fresno.
Check 26. Check 26.
58's the mic. 58.
Bam.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Check.
Rock it. Let's go.
Looking to throw. McKinley. And the pressure gets to him again. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get this.
Look, Squeeze. Yes. Hold. Sleep grip.
On fourth down, McKinley. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darius Leonard. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. To throw is Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
That ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Go.
Come on, boy. You better be.
Leo.
Get.
Back to throw. McKinley under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
3 buzz.
Mike.
On 4th down, McKinley going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Stop, back there.
check.
Great.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on fourth down, is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. McKinley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hard. Crunch. Under 10.
To throw again. McKinley completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. Check that.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing here, Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on first down. McKinley looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, Haywood.
Shoot.
Protein spill.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, McKinley able to get this to Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McKinley. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get him one closer. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Right to the 3. You ain't going nowhere. Great. Hey, check. Express.
Newton's going to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're